though no crowd can stop Lord Chippy from burning them down. Justice ain't fast, justice ain't clean. It's a long, sharp road through the in-between. So raise your fists and light your flames. Chippy's coming and he don't play games.
Now, beyond the, ever obvious and not so subtle, response of, what the hell is wrong with you? And maybe it's Satan. I mean, beyond that, so your lady, your, life partner, your girlfriend decides to take a smoke off your vape and you beat her to the point she is unrecognizable. What the hell is wrong with you? 36 documented injuries to her head alone. A man lays hands on a romantic partner to the point she is beyond recognition in an apartment after catching her using his vape without asking. What? An Arizona man unleashed an extremely vicious attack on a woman inside his apartment, slamming her into walls, punching her, and giving her a neck hug until she lost consciousness after he caught her using his vape without asking, prosecutors said. The victim was laid hands on beyond recognition, explained Maricopa County Prosecutor Don Sauer during Nicholas Vicino's bond hearing this week. She had 36 documented injuries to her head alone. The forensic nurse described the victim's injuries as being in the top 5 worst she has ever seen. Now, this douche canoe, a 32-year-old from Tempe, allegedly attacked the woman inside his apartment on Sunday. Court records obtained by KSAZ outline how he set upon the victim after noticing she had used his vape while he was showering. He is accused of grabbing the woman and doing all of this, threatened her with a force multiplier, and then forced her to clean up the blood as he disposed of her clothes. As the onslaught unfolded, he allegedly called the woman derogatory names and put his force multiplier to his forehead, or to her forehead. Now, this is just absolutely grotesque, and if this sounds like, it doesn't have to be this extreme, but if this sounds like something that you're dealing with in your own life, please safely take steps to leave. I know it is scary. I know you are terrified, but no one deserves this. No one. Male, female, zim, zer, I don't care. If this makes you think about some things you've been ignoring in your own relationships, some eggs you have to, eggshells you have to walk over, please. As someone who's been there, done that, I'm not going to tell you that it's not scary as hell, that you don't feel like you're jumping without a parachute. What I can tell you is that you come back to yourself and you may not understand how you walk through it, but you do. You absolutely do. And there's life after that. So just, think about it. I have no words. A Florida 7-Eleven clerk, are we shocked? Are we shocked that Florida man has made an appearance? A Florida 7-Eleven clerk kidnapped a customer over an argument about punctual service. That'll learn them. You want me to be on time? I'm not going to let you leave. The logic train is not there. A Florida 7-Eleven clerk was recently arrested for locking up a customer during an argument. Mike Wingham, 49, stands accused of 1 count of kidnapping by false imprisonment, according to Seminole County court records. The underlying incident occurred at a 7-Eleven on South Orlando Drive in Sanford, a medium-sized city in the broader Orlando metro area, according to an arrest report obtained by Law and Crime. On September 15th, a man called police about his experience while trying to purchase a Black and Mild, a popular flavored small cigar, and potential, devil's lettuce holder. But, to each their own. The man said when he entered the store, the defendant was cleaning up and did not stop to assist him or help him, according to the arrest report. Quickly, one man's desire for cleanliness and one man's desire for tobacco dovetailed into a verbal argument. Now, eventually, Wiggum told the customer to leave the store or he would have him trespassed and sent to jail. Next, the customer said the defendant locked the door and didn't allow him to leave while he called 911. According to the report, the customer told Wiggum that he was kidnapping him, so the clerk unlocked the door and awaited law enforcement. The responding officers met with the customer, who said he wanted to press charges against the defendant over the incident. The customer, as it turned out, had recorded his encounter inside the convenience store. Police say the footage supported the customer's narrative of events. During the argument, I observed the defendant leave from behind the cash register to walk to the front door, lock the front door, then physically stand in front of the door, pulling the door shut to prevent the customer from exiting while on the phone with 911, Sanford police officer wrote on the arrest report. The customer's tone in the video appeared to be agitated but not aggressive, and the customer was locked in the store for approximately 1 minute and 30 seconds. In the footage, he does tell the worker, "You can't lock me in no store, man, you crazy as hell." Oh my gosh, please release the body cam footage on this. I need this in my life. Come on now. This might be our song of the week. This is just too crazy. This is just too crazy. According to the arrest report at length, the defendant stated he was scared something might happen during the incident, so he went to the back of the store. The defendant stated he wanted the customer to leave and called 911. The defendant stated he then locked the door to hold the customer until police arrived. See, that doesn't really gel with you being scared because, like, let's change out the situation a little bit. If I were in the woods if I were in a convenience store with a bear and I was terrified of the bear, I'd be throwing donuts out the front door and propping that door wide open so I would have the bear in the outside. Now, this gentleman who had you horrified, Mr. 7-Eleven employee, was trying to leave, and you were like, "No, let's keep the bear inside." Yeah, okie dokie. I mean, this makes perfect sense. I mean, makes all the sense in the world. Who wouldn't do this? This makes total Florida logic. Sorry, I'm sending it to Shizzy to see if he thinks it's song worthy. Because, sometimes we just need a little Florida man song. And in my continued ever growing hate boner for people who drive drunk, look, I believe everyone is capable of redemption. Doesn't mean I have to like what you've done. And I believe that people who drive impaired are some of the most selfish a-holes in the world. Look, I never claimed to be Jesus or Oprah, so I'm going to go ahead and keep my hate boner because it's never the drunk driver, usually never, that gets hurt. It's always, an innocent train of nuns, bus full of nuns or a school bus. It's never the, drunk a-hole decided to play Russian roulette with everyone else's lives that gets hurt. All I heard was a smack. A pregnant mother crossing the road with fiance is mowed over and sent rolling down the street by a Land Rover. A pregnant Illinois mother crossing the street with her fiance was mowed down and killed by a woman in a Land Rover who claimed to police that she had no idea what she hit. It wasn't until the woman allegedly saw reports about the victim's death that she realized she had hit a person. The hell? I thought I hit a possum, and you guys know that those scared the bejesus out of me. Like the ever-living hell, again, I know they are helpful to the ecology and kill a lot of things, but they legitimately look like demons. And I'm just saying, if God wanted me to like them, he should have made them look a bit cuter. Because I love armadillos, but possums... Look, if I were in charge of the ark, we wouldn't have possums, okay? That being said, like a couple months ago, I thought I'd run into one, and It was early in the morning, so I paused and I got out of my car, put my hazards on, and tried to see. I don't know what I was likely to do. I didn't know if I was going to try possum like resuscitation. I have no earthly clue what I thought my eventual like Dr. Mo medicine veterinarian was going to be, but I was going to try to render assistance of some kind to this animal I'd wronged. So how do you run over a person and be like, did I hit a pothole? Now, all I heard was a smack, recounted Charlie Walkenoff, fiance of victim Michelle Heidelbrick, in an emotional interview with local CW affiliate WGN. The next thing I knew, she's rolling down the street, Walkenoff said, crying, "They hit my baby so hard. I was trying to yell to get people to call 911, and someone stopped, and they did." Rosalinda Vaca, 49, is charged with leaving the scene of an accident involving death, a felony in connection with the Sunday night hit and run in Waukegan, according to online records. Now, her black 2016 Land Rover SUV was seized by police. Now, to be fair, they haven't gotten to a point where they've said that she was intoxicated, so my hate boner might have been premature, but it does seem like she was distracted. And playing with your phone is just as dangerous. Don't play with your phone. I am constantly yelling at my girls like, you are in charge of a deadly weapon when you are driving a car. Don't play around with that, because every time you drive, I put the fear of God into my children. I was like, every time you drive, one moment of inattention is all you need to screw your entire life up and to destroy someone's family. Treat it like that every time. Of course, then they decided to bring up that, you need to stop playing Queen in the car then. And I was like, look, I can sing Bohemian Rhapsody and still, pay attention to stuff. Don't you be sassing me. Now, her black 2016 Land Rover SUV was seized by police and is being looked at as part of a still ongoing investigation, per Lake and McHenry County scanners. Now, Heidelberg's unborn baby also lost their lives too. Police reportedly questioned Vaca about what happened, and she allegedly admitted to knowing she had struck something on Sunday night in the area of Grand Avenue and Jackson Street, but claimed she had no idea what it was. It wasn't until after Vaca caught wind of Heidelberg's death at the same area that she realized what must have happened. She just turned 5 months on September 15th. Walkenoff told WGN about the couple's unborn child. "My baby didn't deserve to die that way." Now, Vaca reportedly surrendered to Waukegan police on Tuesday after hearing the news. A witness allegedly identified her and the Land Rover she was driving on Sunday night when she slammed into Heidelberg. As she was crossing, the southbound roadway at Grand Avenue. A witness confirmed that Vaca allegedly refused to stop and kept on driving. Heidelberg leaves behind an 18-year-old son who reportedly just started college. Young man, I am so sorry. Her sister said in a GoFundMe description that Heidelberg was pronounced dead at the scene from her injuries. Now, the family also told WGN that they are absolutely broken by what happened and are awaiting results of the investigation to see if additional charges will be filed. Now, she is awaiting behind bars until her detention hearing. I do not hope she gets bond. I hope she stays in. I hope she stays in because I am done. I am done. I just do not like any of these things. And to the family and the fiance left behind, I hope you're getting support, love, and care, because I can't imagine. It is horrific and terrible and just not good at all. Well, I think we need a puppy kitten break, so that's what we're gonna do. I've made an executive decision.
Like a dumpster dive and humans forget how to thrive. Take a break, just you and me, with a puppy and kitten, wild and free. Paws and purrs, let's drift away to a land where tails wag and play. No more noise, streets, just gentle news in our